Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the OpenDoor podcast. I am one of your hosts, your boy, your friend, the one that is dying from my allergies right now, which is why I got on these sunglasses like Stevie Wonder inside Phaizon, Myles. And I'm here with...
I still have not come up with my
Oh
intro.
my God.
When I do come up with my intro, it's going to be Myles.
Okay, go ahead, Kevo. You want to introduce yourself?
I'm Kevo.
Alrighty, and we have I like Myles doing better. He didn't even have an introduction.
Right. I don't need what's understood ain't gotta be explained.
All right.
Okay, and next thing we have somebody who they like him more than Kevo, so he might be the main host next
They like
time
him more than
you're here.
Fetty.
I don't know about that, okay? Anywho, we have Mr. Lee Presto, third time.
How y'all doing? I'm waving at y'all if y'all can't see it.
All right, let's get one of them episodes. Heard you. All right. So, question of the day. What's your favorite anime character?
Nope. Wrong question of the day.
Oh,
The question is,
oh, never mind. Excuse me. I don't know why I asked it because I don't. Yeah. Go ahead,
if you
Kevin.
could be any anime character in any form,
That one.
who would you be?
I'm gonna answer this right now because I'm gonna let it be known between the four of us, I watch anime the least. I'm getting better at it.
He's a
Okay.
newbie. He's getting better.
I am a newbie. I'm getting better, but right now I'm going to say gone off of Hunter x Hunter. I'm about half a season in, and my boy, he's about 12, 13 years old, but he an ice cold killer with a fishing pole. No said.
That he is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Solid.
Right. What you got, Myles? Actually, no. Let's go into the ranks of like most seasoned anime watchers. I feel like you're like number one. So let's go to Kevo next.
I have to go Meteoris.
Okay, so name the person and name the show.
For 7 Deadly Sins, tap in, man. Great show. His power is unlimited.
All right.
I mean,
Uh-oh.
he ends up beating his dad if you finished it.
Okay, hold on. Why you gonna spoil the show?
Yeah, what I say? Unlimited, though? Okay.
All right.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Right, solid pick.
Honorable pick.
Be presto.
And he doesn't age.
Now, if you don't know, you know now. I'm telling you. The real big three, if you really know. If you're all my Bleach fans, where you at? See, I was gonna pick Kenpachi, but I really want to be a little younger, so I'm gonna go Ichigo, just because he's the main character, and he usually just ends up just getting all the cat powers that you need.
He does.
So I'm gonna go Ichigo, high school student, drip, you know what I'm saying? That's what you gotta do. And he got a sword. I feel like any anime character with a sword just automatically just hard. So
Hell yeah. Alright.
Oh, this is going over my head right now. I'm like, who?
I would say Luffy. And the reason why I say Luffy is if y'all don't watch One Piece is the single-handed best anime ever. Like, hands down. And Luffy is just a great main character. And he could also beat Meliodas to death.
What do you mean by that?
He could beat Meliodas to death.
Demon King.
Sun God.
So hold on. Ain't One Piece the one with 1,000 episodes?
That was it. 1043.
1,043. How many episodes have you seen, Myles?
1043.
Plus the mag.
just watch the TikTok. They said it'll take you about 23 days if you watched it straight.
Watch like 24 hours straight?
Yeah.
7 Deadly.
Oh,
Well, they gave you some bathroom breaks and
Yeah.
like 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
Something reasonable.
Okay.
About a month.
I might try that during the summer then.
For sure. Definitely would recommend.
And watch Parasite.
Oh, Parasite is great anime. Oh, some anime recommendation.
Yeah, go ahead. You got it. Recommendations.
We go all day. You got Devilman Crybaby. I'm trying to think of my favorite. That's what I'm trying to think. Oh, Gurren Lagann. That's a banger.
Tokyo Ghoul.
Tokyo Ghoul. Yeah. Watch Tokyo Ghoul season 1, season 3, then season 2.
Isn't it like Attack on Titan?
Attack on Titan is phenomenal.
Great.
It's a slow build up, but it's excellent.
Hey, if you're one of them people where you get attached quick, just
Don't watch Attack on Titan.
don't watch that. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Didn't everybody die?
I don't know.
All right,
Next
Kami got
conversation.
I knew you
killed.
didn't-
Now Kami got killed. That's one. It was
You
great.
were
but-
just a spoiler.
Right.
No, I'm saying it's great.
Quality.
It's great. This is the first, like, one of the few animes where they finish in, like, one season. Like, the whole storyline. Like Parasite.
Okay, anywho, back to the topic at hand, because if we talk about anime, I'm just going to walk off the set, all right? It's okay, I don't know nothing. But we're continuing our Lunch Table Talk series, and if you have listened to last week's episode, you know, we go through a lot of stuff, and so it's been hilarious. And if you haven't listened to it, go ahead and listen to it, because this might just be like chronological order about our time here at A&T and what's been going on, because shoot, we can be as updated as to yesterday to when Chapel Hill lost to Kansas.
Please don't speak on it.
Yeah.
And if you make a joke to me,
Make a joke to Kevo. He ain't gonna do nothing about it. He all talking
I need
nobody.
a moment of silence for Tario's fans.
Moment of silence. Okay.
All right, back
All
up.
right.
Don't care that much.
Don't care. All
Don't care
right.
that much.
We
sorry, football season coming back up.
we care about shout out to Carolina Gamecocks women's basketball team won the national championship. Dawn Studies. All right. Okay. Hey. But let's get to talking about, you know, our lives and what happened at A&T. And I think we talked a good bit about our freshman year. Let's get to our sophomore year, right? Sophomore year, for me, funny enough, Aggie prior to the day I died, but them suckers kicked me off of campus because they said I was a senior by credits and that I needed to find some suitable housing because they needed to give the housing to people who needed it. I was 20 years old. I still needed housing. So, well, like 3 weeks before the semester started, I needed to find an apartment. And that landed me at the iconic 1717 Sherwood Street.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Whew. And if you are an A&T student who came here before 2020, you might know about it.
Before COVID.
Before COVID, before COVID.
Yeah.
Because if we would have had that after COVID, we would have been all going to the CDC right now, probably locked up and throw away the key for it, violating all the guidelines in the book. But that apartment wasn't an apartment. That was a trap house. That was a club, a venue.
It was trust from power.
Yeah. And I was James St. Patrick.
Yeah.
Minus the drug dealing and all that stuff, you know.
Yeah. Say no to drugs.
Say no to drug kids. There. Okay? There you go.
Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs. And so with that, it's amazing how we have grown as people during that time. Because it started off, funny enough, Jazz, the first time we had a party there was Titus's birthday, right? And
Titus?
Was it Titus?
Or Brandez.
It was Dan's birthday.
Yeah,
My fault. It was
Dan's.
Dan's birthday first. Titus was right after, I believe. Dan's birthday. Who was my roommate at the time? It was 3 people. It was me, Dez, and somebody named Isaiah.
Shout out Zay.
Zay, you my boy. Zay, I did not know Zay when I got there. I met him the first day. Cool people. I haven't heard from him since, but I hope all is well. If you listen to the podcast, we love you, man. And it was like, hey, let's have a little get together. So I was like, well, let me make sure Zay cool with it. He's like, man, you know what? I don't care. Let's have it. And so we just started off with, I think, a giant speaker, my laptop, and someone to play music. Actually, no, scratch that. We gotta go even further back. We went to another party. I don't know who all I went with. I think it was me, Dez, maybe James, somebody else. We went to another party. It was at a house party, and they was trying to charge $15 at the door. They was like, yeah, it's $15 for the guys, $10 for the girls. I'm like, man, I ain't paying this for no apartment house party. This ain't no club, this ain't no venue. So we leave, and we just had like a little get-together at my crib. And the success of that, from just having a little get-together, was like, well, you know what, maybe we can host my boy's birthday party here. And so we hosted a party, and let's just say that was Project X in the form of a 1,200 square foot apartment complex. And we shut it down, man. I mean, it was...
I got a boot on my damn car.
Yeah. If you parked in the parking lot, you got at least a
It
boot.
was me, Titus, and we all got a boot on our shit.
And
they
I
put 2 boots.
Oh,
I was like, how the fuck they have time to put 2 boots?
I told y'all not to park in the parking lot, park on the street.
You know, one day I walked out to a nigga trying to boot my shit. I said, bruh.
Bro, Greensboro is shiesty, bro. Hey, it's shiesty.
It's gonna be interesting, especially with the video.
Yeah. But that's what you can get breaks in there, so before, I don't want to say everything about 1717 because like Vegas, what happens in 1717 stays in 1717. But I'll ask y'all, What was your favorite memory?
Oh. Where do you start? All right.
Hold on. Before you do it, Preston, please state your formal title at 1717.
All right, so you knew me back, sophomore year, back when I had a little hair, looked a little different, looked a little younger. It's all right. I was a man of the people, right? Because like he described, it's a small space, not a lot of room for ventilation, right? So a major complaint, right, that we could solve, right? It was hot. It was hot. A lot of people. It was hot, right? I'm really a man of the people. So what? I brought a fan. Bring a fan.
No. I bought a fan, and Preston took the fan because he had.
But it's okay because the fan man is gonna show up. The
fan man
was born in 1717. Now, what exactly is a fan man? You may ask.
Oh my God!
Insert the video.
All right, and I know what video just in mind too.
Now, see, I'm talking to my young fellas right here, right? Now, if you a fan, right, what's gonna attract? It's gonna attract people that are hot. And what's going hotter than young ladies, right? So all the young ladies is where the fan man at. I'm holding the fan, cooling everybody off, right?
But where you standing at with the fan?
Right, but see, it's all about the angles now, right? But see, now you can't. Now that you the ventilation, you the AC, you got to be posted up top somewhere, right? So we didn't have too many levels, right? So you had a couch, so I just got to stand on the couch. Angle the fan down, right? Mm-hmm. Now everybody looking at me. Now you really the star of the event, but you really not at the same time. Because you're really in the corner, right?
Because you got to play it cool.
Got to play it cool because you the fan man.
Yeah.
Got to play it cool.
Don't let the fan go to your head.
No, you really can't.
You can't. You take control.
You still got a job to do.
Take control.
You can't get blinded by the light. Shout out to the, can't get blinded by the light. You still got a job to do. You're holding the fan. Now that's no task for no, you know what I'm saying? You holding that fan now. That fan get heavy.
Now Preston has
a box fan.
He has experience with the fan because back in Coop days, Preston had one of the OG fans as well too, and so he was already qualified for the position when the position even opened up.
Yeah, shout out Preston's grandma.
Yes. Because when remember we see with the AC and the heat situation at Coop, when you needed some air and the heat was blowing, who room you went to?
Ours.
Yeah. And so we used to be in there like a can of sardines, just like how we were in 1717 with the fan man himself. But let's rewind back real quick to this couch, okay? Because you gotta remember,
that couch.
They didn't live there. I lived there, okay? So whatever happened after the end of the day, I had to still sleep there. One day, keep in mind, we didn't have no furniture that we bought. We had 2 Lazy Boy recliner chairs, which I miss till this day. I missed them recliner chairs.
Yeah, they were comfortable. Like,
if
that
you
was that
got
other
up,
one on the side.
if you got up from that reclining chair,
it was gone.
Your chair is gone. It's not even expected to come back.
Yeah,
it was.
You couldn't even hate them for taking it. It was like,
hey, that's on me. That's on me.
Facts.
Respect.
Needless to say, we had the 2 recliner chairs, and then we had like a cornered couch. It was like an L shape, right? So it started off in the middle of the floor, right? And it was like, you know what? That's taking valuable space for people who wants to be on the dance floor, aka the living room. So we move it back to the back of the to the corner of the living room. And next thing you know, it went from being a couch to a stepping stool stage.
The VIP section.
Hey, we had the bottles in the section going crazy. Wow,
Literally.
I mean, the E and J was going crazy. The Parmesan, the
Never seen no Mad Dogs though.
Nah, no Four Locals. I don't think.
Oh, it's some Four Locals.
Shawty's
was toting the Four Locals.
Yeah, I was definitely toting that thing.
Gotta get it how you living. Sorry.
Well, needless to say,
shout out Eminem.
Yeah. These couches though, they weren't like the couches that you see here. They were like all leather, and so leather rips when you have shoes on them. So the next morning I wake up and you would have thought that some teddy bear had died. I mean, the stuff was all over the floor. I'm like, what the hell happened? And I look at the couch and the couch is talking, and it's talking back to me like, kill me now, take me out of my misery. And sadly enough, I couldn't do it because I didn't have no money for no couch, so we duct taping the couch, putting a blanket over the couch.
Every time you sat on the couch, the stuff in the
it just kept on falling out more and more and more.
That was because your boy Migo turned the game night into a party.
Oh, we didn't get to that one yet. Hold on. And so with the couch talking back, you know, I was like, at the end of the day, Dez wasn't even there. Okay, Dez was doing what Dez does. Love you, Dez. And so we would just have to make a decision like, man, we're going to have to just make sure this couch stays strong for another semester. And it did its job, but we can gladly say that we laid that couch to rest. We gave it an honorable funeral at the dumpster right outside the parking lot. Had his final wishes before we closed the casket, aka the door of the garbage can. And so the couch did its job. R.I.P. to the couch. That couch was strong and it stood the test of time. Okay, it was like Betty White, man. It was there for a long time. R.I.P. to my birthday twin, but you know, I'm about to start crying. Someone take it. Go ahead, Kevo.
Anyway, he had this.
Yeah. All right. Back to 17. Sherwood, man. That jump was amazing. Y'all remember the one night, what were we watching that all of us were over there? Joe was making the special concoction, I'll say. and then Reem had fought Josh off of the seat.
Oh, yeah.
What's that?
Yeah. Was you watching the Steelers game? We was watching. Yeah. Because that's when Preston didn't say a single word that entire game. I think he was playing against the Patriots. Preston was hurt.
Everybody was over there.
Yeah, we just over there watching the game.
Keep in mind, so give you like an idea of the weekend dates. We always had our parties on Friday nights, because we wanted Saturday one to clean up the shit from Friday, and then Sunday we would always have a big like family dinner. So because everybody else was still living on campus, so they would come to my crib, you know, cook up something, watch the football game, do whatever we wanted to do, and so that was our boys' time. And so that was following some Friday after we done had, you know, one of the best parties. You would have thought it was at a club, but we was just at somebody's apartment. And we're out there, I think it was hamburgers, we had some pizza out there, you know, we had like dip. And so Preston's not talking because they're getting beat by the Patriots. I think Cam brought out the boxing gloves.
Yeah. I remember I punched Fetty. Got one good little hit in.
And he ran.
Insert the video.
And he ran.
Not the scrap.
Yo, what's 3 at?
I want Myles next. Oh, he knew once he got that one, it was over with. Yeah, okay? All I'm saying is,
it was like Will Smith and Chris Rock.
We gotta talk about the iconic whiteboard of listing NBA players. Remember that day where we had like y'all brought up the whiteboard, y'all was just ranking NBA players, and like the debate was a never-ending circle.
Oh yeah, anytime we argue about NBA,
it was a never-ending circle,
especially when Nick is around.
Yeah, there's a couple. You
cannot argue.
There's a couple arguments you can't have around us. LeBron and Jordan. Anything that has to do with Young Boy, Young Thug.
Magic and Steph Curry.
Oh my God. Or
no, it was Kobe.
Hear me out.
LeBron.
Yeah, or Brandon Knight being the greatest basketball athlete of all time.
Which he is. Everybody knows that.
You don't even know who Brandon Knight is.
He gets dropped.
Type in Brandon Knight and type in DeAndre Jordan. That's who Brandon Knight is.
Type in the definition of an athlete. Brandon Knight.
If he's not that nice, the nigga would be Brandon Knight. And he ain't no Brandon Knight.
Continue.
Okay. Man, all right. My favorite memory about 17 was my 20th birthday.
No.
That's
Santa Claus hat.
No, that was Christmas.
Oh no, I remember 20th birthday.
Yeah.
Oh no, that crazy.
Great day.
Hold on, we want 4 or 5 minutes of this one. Hold on, we want to stand the time.
I have the video of him on the ground, and the girl is standing over top of him, and he's just
Like,
slapping
we
her
hear
ass.
Oh yeah.
Vigorously.
Okay.
Skadoosh.
So, quick backstory, context is, I am now officially not even living in 1717 anymore, but it was still in my name. I took the entire year off of 2020 to do 2 co-ops, which are just semester-long internships. So I'm living in Raleigh, right? My birthday's on Friday, and I'm like, hey, let me, I'm gonna come back to Greensboro to celebrate my birthday weekend. And so I come back, I go see Myles, right? I still remember, look who's back in Greensboro. That video stuck in my head now.
Guess who's back in Greensboro?
And so I'm chilling with him, and I'm like, well, when we going to the apartment? They was like, yeah, we go later on. Like, because I don't know what's going on, right? They just said come back to Greensboro. So I come back to Greensboro. We finally go to the apartment. Like, all my closest friends are there. And the apartment looked like the trap house still. I mean, like the carpet should have been white, but it was brown. There was some jean stains on the wall. It was like back like I never left it. You know, everything was still the same. But my friends are out there with the cake and everything, and they're singing happy birthday, and it's cool. And so I was changing out of my work clothes into, you know, my typical 17-17 fit, which is the black tank tops, my gray polo joggers, and my black Cole Haan boots. Don't know why I was the go-to fit, but I was. And then let's just say I had some people who traveled far and wide to celebrate my birthday.
We're here to see Phaizon.
So I met. Go ahead, Myles.
Well, if you know me, you know I love some culture, right?
Yeah.
And just the European culture, especially when it's told by an African American, it's so profound.
It resonates more.
The accents were just. Hold up, I'm sorry, I need a second.
Okay, it's all right. Take your time. So I met these two young ladies when I was in Jamaica back in 2019. They were from London, right? Shout out to my London friends.
Chicks in Jamaica.
Yeah, we was on vacation and I met them and I was like, hey, you know, if y'all aren't doing anything in January, come to Greensboro, North Carolina. Very specific, right?
And they did.
And they did.
They really came
did.
from London
Now,
To
now,
Greensboro, North Carolina.
that speaks volumes. That's cool.
That's Pete.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so
If she want to, she would. Them that fellas.
I'm in the back. I'm not.
If she want to, she would. I'm just saying. It's a lot of miles.
That's a lot of
That
sky
is a
miles.
lot. That is a lot.
That is a lot.
That's a long time to contemplate.
Like, can we talk about that?
Do I really like this nigga? This going
From
crazy.
London to Greensboro.
That's a
Boy,
long
you gotta
flight.
fly to New York, then
That's
fly down here.
That's
Hey.
a good 3 movies. You like?
I'm a stand-up guy. What can I say? Put that stuff back on.
Fooey.
This is my office looking to the camera.
Anywho, you know, I'm in the back changing, and all I hear is these chicks that sound they're from London. They said they're here. Oh yeah, I know them. Tell them to come on. They're like, how do you know them? And I'm like, they flew from London, and they're like, to come to the house party. Keep in mind, we ain't at no venue. We ain't no club. We are at 1717 Sherwood Street on the first floor.
Again, trust.
Trust. We are at Trust. And needless to say, shout out to Myles. I'm gonna tip off to him. He made sure that I had a great birthday. Okay.
Else will be all right. Can y'all do that for me? Can y'all do that for me? All right. I need y'all to sing in harmony, sing in pitch like our Destiny's Child. All right. Hold on. Let me get my phone out.
We had the infamous DJ J Glove before he became the pinnacle superstar DJ that he is. You know, I think if you're at A&T and people have a stance on where they're at, especially in the party sector, they probably start off at 1717. Host-wise, DJ-wise, and so we had a ball, man. All I know is that I woke up the next morning, tucked in my bed, Crown bottle to the right of me, and a happy note saying, hope you're good.
Did somebody fall or something? Guess what I smoke, nigga? Jump out the window, nigga. No, you can't get no money, silly ho. Silly ho, silly. I just never stand for me, though.
If Coop made men, 1717 made entertainers. That's all.
No, hey. That's where it started. Wouldn't be here today if 717 didn't pave the way.
Wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for 1717 paying the way. Kev, you said it. You said it. I'm just saying.
What about that night? I know there was one night where I definitely jumped out the window. And I
wasn't even there. I was in Raleigh.
I was there.
I wasn't even there.
Well, let's talk about that night.
Oh my God.
Oh, was that the game night?
I have no idea.
That might have been
Cops
the game
come
night.
knocking
Oh,
on
that
the door.
was the game night. Because once they sent out the invite to everybody.
Sit up. No, we gotta rewind this back, okay? We were supposed to have a game night during GO. This was a Wednesday, okay? We not having no party. We said we have parties on Fridays. They told, can we have a game night, okay? Yeah, sure, come on. I'm gonna be in my crib, in my room studying because I'm an engineering student, okay? I take a little nap. I wake up. What the hell is going on? I walk outside, and so even though we're not a club, we had lights all along the crease of the roof. And it went to the sound of the music, okay? And I feel like I'm in some techno, I feel like I'm at Mango's back in Miami, okay? You know, going in. And I mean, half of damn Greensboro is in there. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
The other half was outside the door waiting to get in.
And bro, we had lines. Okay, the same way,
We had the worst security at the door ever.
the same way I didn't want to pay $15 to get into somebody else's crib, someone was trying to pay $40 to get into mine.
Yeah, they did go out there
Not
and say you
gonna
gotta
pay-
pay to get in.
Yeah, and they paid my rent a couple of
What's
times.
the name at the door? Chaz, they had him as security guard.
Oh, I was security.
No, yeah, Miles is security too now.
Yeah, Myles was, but when
Yeah.
Myles left, Chaz, he let everybody.
Yeah, nah.
Chaz just let everybody.
No. Let's circle back to Preston. 'Cause that's why I had to leave. Man, the cops come knocking. Everybody just starts freaking out. Why in the hell do I hear Preston just jumped out a window? I said,
Man, first off. All right, so what happened was, right, the cops knocked at the door, right? Everybody, scatter, you know what I'm saying? Right? So I go in the back, I go in Phaizon room, right? I'm like, all right, cool.
My room was always off limits, right? Like, if I didn't know you, please don't go in my room. I used to keep it locked, right? And so I don't know why it was unlocked. You know, niggas is in there like it's the VIP lounge for real.
Yeah, for sure. You already know how it is. You already know. But I peeked back out into the hallway, bro, cop's still there. He like, because Myles talking to, Myles, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, it wasn't looking too good. So, know me, I'm a little lit, you know what I'm saying? So my thought process was like, I ain't trying to go down, right? So I see the window, I look out, I see the window, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna jump out this window. Knowing damn well I ain't had no right to get back. So I was just gonna be running.
He said, and I was running.
Like, I definitely opened up that window and I took off, bro.
So, we got everybody's location. So, I'm like, okay, everybody's still here. This little itty bitty dot is about half down the street of Spring Garden. I'm like, where the hell did Preston go? And who is he with? Preston, where you at? Well, I don't know, bro. I just started running. I just had to get away from the scene.
Boy, I thought I was in a
everybody
movie.
else is sitting in the living room trying to hide behind the couches and shit.
Man, all right, so we used to run a tight ship at Trust, okay? Cops never came because we all used to talk to our neighbors and say, hey, we had a party, you always more than welcome to come, just don't tell nobody. But with that came a couple of disadvantages. You can't keep the door open and you had to keep the windows closed because noise would start to go out. And so noise started to go out, we get noise complaints. And so that's why it was always hard and we had the fan man out there. Needless to say, I'm in my room trying to be a scholar and everything that we stand by is not happening. The door keeps on going in and out, the windows are up because people are high. And I'm like, this is a recipe for disaster. The cops start knocking on the door and I'm like, you know what, honestly, officers, I don't know who these people are. If you want to arrest them now. But they started to scatter like down.
Philly sodas out.
I think it's important to realize a lot of us were not up to the age. We were not up to age.
I definitely wasn't.
That is a kid. I turned 21 last year.
Just turned 21.
Hey, I'll say it, it snowed strong. There was a lot of.
It's the fatty soda sound.
I'm not going down with y'all niggas.
mind you, if I ever talk to the cops left. This man talks cops, we get arrested. What's going on?
I think it was really the attire. Every time we had a function at Phaizon, he's in a tank top. Swole wrestling tank top. Answer the door.
With his boots on.
Oh, no, let him get the hat.
Don't let him get
Let him get the hat.
Yo, the tank tops and the boots is a wild combo.
I don't know how that started off, but I was just trying to be comfortable in my own crib. Bro. I was like, I'm not putting on no fit to see people in my own abode.
But
I'm like,
boots
The
though.
boots? I mean, these are work boots, steel toe, like.
if I got
With a black, not a white one, a black beetle.
Oh my God.
Insert the video.
Oh my gosh.
hey man, you had to make sure, even though it was just place, you had to make sure people know you're not supposed to be messed with. And I think people understood that, all right?
They definitely did.
Because we ran a tight ship there, okay? We probably had about 20 parties in that crib. Probably 2 or 3 times maybe the cops ever showed up, okay? And so like after that, we ran up. Yeah.
That you know of.
I was about to say, them cops was there. Myles,
Okay, and I remember down to I wasn't there for that one semester, so they used to be throwing stuff, and I didn't know what was going on. I got a call, pressing out the window again. You know, I get another call. Freshman's having a party in my crib. I'm like, well, who told me? Since when was this a venue? I still lived there, like, you know.
They rented your shit out.
They rented my stuff.
It really was. It was one of them type times you really didn't even get sent to Addy. It was kind of like Phaizon crib.
No,
it was just
I
Phaizon
was
Definitely Phaizon's crib.
So that night where Preston went out the window, right? I don't get mad. I'm not a mad dude. Okay, don't let the attire fool you. I'm cool. That day the cops came, I felt like a stern dad. I still got the note page in my phone that I sent the next day to the group chat talking about y'all. I gave y'all an inch, y'all took a mile about what I had.
I remember that.
Yeah, and I was like, bruh, I'm pissed the hell off. And I had to make sure everyone knew about that, right? And so once we figured out the culprit, somebody, not gonna say their name, sent the address to our class group chat.
Oh yeah.
The class group chat has 500 people in it. Okay?
Say that number again.
500. Not 500, 500.
And mind you, this is pre-COVID, so people were pulling up.
Right.
And if you're listening, the square footage did not match that number.
Did not. Okay? You gotta there'll be a people outside
They
looking
was
like they were
outside having a
standing
party.
outside for damn Jordans at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, bro, what the hell is going on? I used to have damn fraternities come and be out there and all talking about, hey, bro, you know, we hit a party. I'm like, y'all all can't be in here. It's already at capacity. My friend group is already the capacity as it is. So when they bring 2 people by themselves, bro, we already at about 50 people. And like, you
get shiesty.
just get real
You gotta shut the
shitey.
door. Folks.
Yes.
Everybody can't get in 17.
And so,
Exclusive.
funny enough, my repercussions to them for that, because I had to give them something, because I was like, bro, y'all not going to have no party during G-Ho. So the Saturday of G-Ho, which was Halloween, funny enough, me and Preston can talk about our Halloween costume, you know, that year.
For sure.
I'm on the couch chilling, right? I'm on the lazy boy, feet kicked up, watching some show. I get a knock on the door. Who the hell at my door? It's a group of girls. Are we early for the party? What party? It's Saturday of G-Ho. Aren't you having a party? Hell to the no, I'm not having no damn party. Who told you? She said, well, we usually know that you be having stuff, and so is G-Ho. So I said, no, I'm not having nothing. She was like, oh, well, we Ubered here. I said, I want to Uber back. Because I was going out that night too. So I'm like, I'm about to go ahead and get ready so I can go ahead and go. So, needless to say, we had to run a tight trust shit, man. Okay, James St. Patrick had to do what he had to do sometimes, all right? I had a couple of Tommies in my group, but at the same time, I had a couple of them some snitches as well too, telling 500 damn people. But it's all right. I'm not going to get in my soapbox, man. But Halloween, though. Let's talk about Halloween, Preston. What you got to say about that?
I would say Halloween. It definitely is an amazing time. You see a lot of creativity. Not a lot of creativity. You know, it goes both ways. But me and Phaizon, you know what I'm saying? We was Mario and Luigi, right? Now, if you could picture that, you know what I'm saying?
It's a picture.
It was just a little vibe. It was a vibe, right? They was fucking with it.
We played true to it as well. We had the overalls. We had the matching M&L hats. We had the matching long sleeve shirts. Preston wore his Carmines. I wore my Chelsea boots because I was like, they wore the boots. He was the 2020.
You know what I'm saying? Reimagine. You know what I'm saying?
I was back the Italian plumber. I had to put the shoes to the job and all. But all I'm saying is people think that they too bougie to have Halloween costumes, man. When you wear a Halloween costume, you had the time of your life,
The
man.
young lights, they appreciate the Halloween costumes. I'm telling y'all that right now. The young lights, they like the costumes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that was big when the Purge, you know what I'm saying? They out there,
the Purge,
torn shirts, you know what I'm saying, ripped up, you know what I'm saying, a little splatter of blood, you know what I'm saying? It was a vibe. It was a vibe.
I'm trying to think, what the hell did I go for Halloween? Sophomore year.
It was some basic shit. I got a picture of this.
Yeah, I did. 'Cause I was a hamburger freshman year.
Oh yeah, I remember the hamburgers. We was at Texas Disco. Bro, and Jax had the bear hat on. He ended up about to pass the hell out of that bear.
That was the dog hat.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
yeah.
That shit was funny.
Man, bro, that hamburger suit. They
went viral
they
on
ripped
Twitter
the
at that
cheese, they ripped the lettuce, they ripped
Yeah,
they ripped
some
everything
shit
off my
that
damn
got
burger
really
suit, bro. I was like, bro, they got hungry.
No, what Kevo had just said was, yo,
What you just say, Kevin?
Kevo, speak up.
Bro, I had one viral at that party. freshman year at Texas Disco.
What did you do?
It was some young ladies that like to take their clothes off to make money.
Oh, is this the one where it was dancing about a Okay, all right, do the whole set of history. That's the shooting and all that stuff. Go ahead, yeah.
All right, so all I know is the girl walked up to me. She told me, "Oh, this is my song." I said, "Okay." Song? What are you telling me for? Okay, the song comes on. She gets me on the ground. I'm like, "Oh Lord, it's about to."
That was you?
Yes.
Oh God!
I had to put the mask on so nobody see me. But I can see through the mask. Everybody had their phone out recording me.
I got the video still now.
Shawty on my face, and then her friend came and was just on my lap. It was a very.
You ain't have pink eye?
I probably did. It was a very traumatizing experience.
Man, I was on the hood of my car, right? I'm like, it's bad. I'm not even gonna cap.
With the burger suit on.
Now the burger suit's off. Yeah, like I ain't got no shirt on. It's cold outside, but the liquor had me warm. Man, I look to my right. I see about 4 or 5. They lights, but they was out there showing all of their light bulbs. Okay,
the old light bulb.
Yeah, there was no lamp cover on that light bulb. Okay, it was all to the naked eye. And sure enough, Cameron was the one on the ground. And I mean, they on the car going crazy. I'm like, oh my Lord. Freshman year me is over here about to have a conniption about what's going on, right? And everything's all good, and the next thing you know, he gets I'm like, oh. I'm like, we gotta go. So, I don't know who jumped in the driver's seat. Someone started driving off, and I had to jump on the hood of my car. I'm like, don't leave me, because it's my car. And so, I'm on the hood of my car for sort of like 3 minutes, like just holding on. And so, we pull over to the side of the road finally, and tell me why these naked light bulbs, I ain't gonna call them young like this, they the light bulbs, they followed us and wanted to talk to us. So we talking to them, having a conversation with them. Tell me why the one that I was talking to, she got a kid.
Oh.
And not only does she have a kid about 4. I'm like,
he probably got a costume on too.
why you ain't trick-or-treating with the little kid? And then talking about we want to go to IHOP with them later on that night. IHOP to us is sacred, okay? That IHOP is sacred land to us, okay? That is where we leave all our troubles at the door, and you get your Colorado omelet, your pancakes, whatever you got, your 2x2x2. You're not taking no girl with no kid to IHOP. And so, I mean, man, that was a time.
Yeah. I think that brings us to our cozy moment.
Ain't nothing cozy about that moment right there.
All right.
No, find something cozy.
Find something cozy.
Hey. Find something.
Oh. I'm never doing this again. I'm afraid of one of these damn mics. All right, Myles. Well, since I got to think for cozy moment, what's your cozy moment?
My cozy moment is today. I decided to do a fast. Wanted to fast from basically like last night to really just until we started recording this podcast. But that was probably like the longest I haven't eaten in like a good little minute. But what I've noticed is every single time I got hungry, I did 2 things. Every single time I got hungry, I'd find something productive to do to take my mind off it. And also I threw cards down from my bedroom to the kitchen. And in order for me to even reach the kitchen, I had to flip it over and do that card number of push-ups. So I felt like it was a really, really productive day. Got a lot of stuff done. Did a little working out in the midst of it. So that was my cozy moment.
My cozy moment, one of my friends, I stayed up there in Ohio when I was doing one of my co-ops. He was my roommate. He has a podcast as well, and he interviewed me for one of his episodes.
Nice.
And so that was pretty cool for us just to have a conversation. We shared about all our stories in Ohio, some very motivational stuff, some intellectual conversations. It was just really cool to have. And so I look forward to seeing it being uploaded. When it's uploaded, we will repost it as well on our page too. And you might see him on our podcast too. We can have a conversation with him because that's a really dope dude, man. And that's my Michigan State people. Go green, go white, go Spartans. So
I would say mine have to be meeting that old head at the bar when we was in Charlotte watching the Final Four game. He was cool. Bought us drinks, watching the game, talking junk, and it was kind of fun watching the game with other races You know, they was very in tune with the game. They knew what was going on. We got to celebrate.
Yeah, but you don't want to talk about the L that happened.
Man, we're going to ignore that guy.
Uh,
Forget his negativity. But yeah, that was my cozy moment, man. That was my cozy moment. What you got for us?
I would say my cozy moment was one of my LBs. He ran for a position on campus. He ran for Mr. Senior, and you know he's the type of guy. He's not really like the campaigning kind of type, but it was kind of cool to see him like step outside his comfort zone. You know, kind of campaign. You know, kind of put himself out there like that, and he did end up winning. So that was kind of my cozy moment, kind of seeing him step outside his comfort zone, you know, and make that successful. So,
Congratulations to him.
yeah, shout out to him and now
Sorry, my boy.
being one of the winners, man. Unlike Chapel Hill, who did not win.
All right.
I'm just gonna keep on doing this.
Sorry, wait till next season when all the Cowboy losses.
All right. The reason why I keep on saying this is because Kevo thinks that he is the Midas touch with guessing who's going to win national championships and victories.
That was great.
And as you can see, he didn't. And so don't ask him for the lottery numbers because you're gonna be going out sad.
But
But
get
never,
4 out of 5. You get 10 grand for that.
anywho, to our listeners, you know, we appreciate you for always listening to the podcast. We want to make sure that we are having intellectual conversations, but also funny conversations as these right here. We do this because we love what we have. We love the platform that we have, but we also don't take it for granted as well. So if you want to hear something, you want to be on an episode, we say it every single week, and we stay true to it. Please let us know. We will find a way and somehow to do so. We can get people from London to Greensboro, North Carolina. We can find a way to get you onto this podcast. There is nothing that we can't do because we probably have done it all, or we're going to do it all eventually. And with that, we just say keep on looking out for events. We got stuff coming up really soon, so stay tuned to the Instagram page. If you have not followed it, CozyTimes_. Make sure you give it a follow. We have all our updates on there too. And we just appreciate you. We make sure you leave a review, make sure you share, make sure you continue the conversation because we started, but we want you to keep it going. And with that, as always, we always say be blessed.
Don't stress.
And stay cozy.